Absolutely, and indications are that it could be a bit of a tempered start. At least that's what the SGX Nifty as well was indicating this morning. But we're all set to kick-start trades, so let's get that opening bell gong going. First trades coming up on your screens. In which way has the index started? Flat with a negative bias. So 11,897. You've got the Sensex, which continues to hover close to those all-time highs, but we're down nearly 100 points. The Nifty Bank, I want to pull up the metal sector, the broader end of the market, as well as the IT index, and see what exactly some of these key indices are indicating this morning. And it seems to be drifting towards the negative. The breadth is, well, it's just about even, Steven, but trumping in favor of the gaining side. A whole host of stocks. Let's start off then with Hero Motor, Max Financial. Remember the big Economic Times headline that Hero is eyeing a 10 to 15% stake in Max Financial. Meantime, you've got a whole host of earnings that are slated to come out today. There's Hindalco. It's expected to be a muted quarter. Coal India, it's not expected to be a great set of numbers. There's Adani Ports as well as Britannia that are on the earnings radar. Meantime, Sun Pharma, just the news coming in with the ex-employee alleging unfair practices in the US market, and that's weighing down on the stock. Edelweiss as well in focus. They're seeking to seal one of their deals with a South Korean company. That stock a gap up. SBI as well in focus. They're eyeing nearly 8,000 crores via the credit card unit sales, 314 there. Maruti has reduced its production by 20% in the month of October, 9th straight month, 7180 there. Lupin has approved and the extended release of certain tablets, and that stock on the radar. Meantime, you've also got Ashok Leyland. Remember, it was an abysmal quarterly earnings this time around, and no wonder then the stock is seeing a gap down open. IDBI Bank, they came in with a loss of about 3,400 crores, but that has narrowed on a yearly basis. Aditya Birla Capital, an improvement in its quarterly numbers. There was Laurits Labs as well. They received 2 observations from the US FDA, and the stock is looking a little bit tempered in trade this morning. Amara Raja, Dhamaka earnings this morning. How's the stock reacting? With an EBITDA margin improvement. Revenues though were a little bit flat, but 683 not bad at all. Well, that's the early morning ticks at 11,881 on the Nifty, and looks like we're in consolidation mode for now.
That seems to be the case, quiet consolidation. Just want to see what Amara Raja Batteries is up to, because that really was a Dhamaka earning, and then I want to see whether there's any further sell-off coming in on a Titan, or for that matter Bharat Forge. These were the disappointments from last week. I want to also check in on Nestle after that 11% sales growth in the second quarter. That aside, this is really turning out to be the sector leader. And then Britannia, which is slated to come out with its numbers today. Nestle, those starts are flat. Britannia ahead of its numbers, holding up 1%. IGL, Yes Bank, RBL and DLF have really been your star performers from Friday. So let's see whether there's follow through. Yes Bank has climbed up all the way to that 71 per share mark. DLF though, it's a little quiet after heady run-up all of last fortnight. RBL as well as IGL are some of the other names of which one should keep on their radars. What is Sun Pharma then up to? I missed seeing that. Let's just check in on that. Team Lease, wherein the revenues and margins have been muted. That is another stock which is in focus. Shobha Developers, wherein the numbers have fallen short of expectations. That's another stock to look out for. And Narayana Hrudayalaya, wherein again the numbers have been pretty impressive. We're going to be chatting with the management as well in the due course of the show. A nice smart gap up of about 3.5% is what you're seeing. In line with estimates, results coming in for Tata Power, Ashok Leyland, wherein the numbers fell short of expectations, and BOB, wherein the numbers were largely above estimates. BOB as well starts off with a smart move, holding up a good 3% as the